All right. Welcome to Capital Culture. I'm your host, BroadcastWheeler, and we've got a really special show for you today. But before we dive into the content, if you've been enjoying it, please make sure to like and subscribe. We have someone fresh off a Juno nominee, and he's taking, I'm going to say 2024 by storm. So without further ado, we have DomVallie in the building. I appreciate you stopping through, bro. Thank you. We have a lot of good questions for you, but honestly, I like to start off the interview in a pretty specific way. But before I jump in with that, I want to know holidays around the corner. What are you looking to do? Any good plans?
I was just talking to Luke about this.
Gee, what are you talking about, Luke? Come on, Luke.
Like, okay, so my parents aren't together.
Okay.
But like during COVID,
Yeah.
wasn't an option. I was in Canada.
Got you.
Wasn't a question.
Gotcha.
Like my dad's side of the family's in the States. So like wasn't a question. Before that, my siblings were younger. Still wasn't a question. I want to spend Christmas with them. You know, it means a lot to them. They're a little younger.
Okay.
But now this is the first year that like I don't know what to do.
How did you come to that realization of not knowing where to spend Christmas?
I think just like both my parents asking me like.
So let me ask you this: are you close to your mom or dad?
It's pretty.
Who do you get more advice from? Ooh. I like it. You're thinking about this.
This might sound bad.
Yeah.
I don't think I go to them for advice enough. To be
Why
honest.
is that?
I don't know. Like,
Pride thing?
it may just be like a black household thing. You don't open up to your parents about your feelings too much.
Because I feel like
Maybe
with
that's
the
just
new
me.
generation.
I don't know.
But you're saying you don't go to them enough for advice. But my question to you is that part of pride or like how did you grow up? Because I feel like yeah, go ahead.
I think it's because most of the times, like growing up, like I got in trouble in school a lot. So like,
Class clown?
yeah,
Yeah, I got you.
I love it.
Me both were twinning.
No, it's because I was undiagnosed with ADHD forever.
Me too. Yo, squirrel. No, I hear you. You're speaking to the choir. So go on. How was that growing up?
So I think like I just got scared to open up to them because like most of the like I would just get in trouble. So I just like was afraid to get in trouble, and then maybe that manifested into something else as I grew up.
So I like to start the interview a few ways, but there's one question I like to kind of hone in on and start with, just to start out my interviews. Who is DomVallie? How would you describe yourself?
I think it's at the least two characters, Dom and Valley.
Okay.
Dom is very, humble and wants to speak his truth and tell the world who he is. And Valley just wants to talk his shit.
I hear that.
Tell people that he's the best motherfucking rapper on the
At what
planet.
age did you find that confidence? Because you talked to me about growing up with your parents and you're kind of scared to open up, but Valley seems like he's able to open up. When did you kind of get that wind in your sails and be like, I'm a confident motherfucker, I'm going to pop my shit?
Honestly, music helped with that a lot.
Okay.
Because like I don't know. I went to a small elementary school. I only had like 200 kids. Okay. And then like going to high school, like
big transition.
Like I went to I'm from Kitchener, but like one of the bigger high schools in Kitchener. So going from like 200 kids to like 2,000 kids
was a big adjustment.
A lot different. And then like just finding my and plus at my elementary school there was only one other black kid.
Agreed. So let's talk about that because I grew up in Ottawa, but you said finding your place. Now, to a lot of your fans and younger fans looking at you, did you experience bullying or how did you deal with that in high school and how did you kind of maneuver and become your
I got transferred to a different school in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
And I really only got bullied at that school.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it, so I was like, Mom, I don't want to go to that school anymore. Okay. And she let me
So you
transfer back to the other school. But then I had to walk or bike to
yeah,
school.
but it's worth it if you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's an easy
Yeah, the
change.
kids at the other school are fucking dicks, bro.
So let me talk about the demographic at that first school. Who were the dicks? Was it the?
It was mainly this one girl, Chantel.
Ooh, Chantel, you little dirty girl. She was mean to you. What did you do to her?
Bro, she would like chase me around the yard, and at the time, I had a mole in like
Right in the
like it was very symmetrical in the middle, like right here.
That's why you rap so good. Just kidding, yo.
And like this is like 4th grade, and like no offense to
Chantel.
any Punjabi people at all,
Gotcha.
but she would run around the yard and call me Bindi face, and like
Gotcha.
I'm not Indian or Punjabi, and I didn't know why she was calling me that. So
Did
like,
you have any head?
I didn't know what it means, so I just took it as an insult.
Yeah.
And then I ended up getting it removed. But
I just got the reference. Got you. Okay. Wow. So you got it removed.
Yeah.
Interesting. So my question to you would be like, how would you give advice to a younger you if he was receiving bullying, if he was getting bullied? How would you tell your younger audience to deal with bullying?
bro,
Because you have a lot of fans, and I see your fan base. It's a cult, you know. So I feel like a lot of people look up to you, and they're a younger generation. So I think this would be like a good segment to maybe give insight how you dealt with it.
bro, I know there is not a lot of people like you. And I know in the position that you're in right now, that may feel like a bad thing. But I promise you, it is not. It isn't. It is the best thing in the world. So like, don't try to be like them. Be like you in the fullest, and it will pay off in the long run. I promise.
I love that. I love how I appreciate that. Now, I'm going to reward you with that, with giving you some hard questions and jumping into this interview. Now, you just wrapped up the year. How do you feel you did musically, and is there anything you'd like to improve or tweak going into 2024?
I'd like to take a pause.
Let's take a pause.
And make a warning that these are both water.
We definitely drank a lot.
This is a setup. We crushed both of these before the interview. Like these are props. These are water. These were filled to the brim, uncracked, unsealed.
We got the girls in the green room, yo. No, we were drinking. So I apologize for getting so, I guess, nitty gritty with the questions.
Okay.
But I feel,
You get the real me.
I was on stage doing my first interview of the day, and he came a little early. I hear this nigga in the back room. I'm like, this nigga's stealing all my girls. Ladies, man, yo. So yeah, back to it. Going into 2024, do you feel like you need to improve anything or tweak anything as an artist?
Oh, 100%.
Talk to me about it.
100%. Everything. Like, I mean, like I'm independent, so it's kind of difficult to see my full vision and what I want it to be out without like the budget behind it.
Yeah.
But like,
do you have a team around you now? Like, have you because I know you're independent, but you still have a manager. Do you have people that you go to as confidants? How do you?
No, I fired my manager.
Perfect segue. What happened? And was he older than you? Younger than you?
He was older than me, but honestly, it was it. I don't want to get like too deep into it.
Give me the synopsis. Why was he fired?
To sum it up, it was just that I wasn't getting the. Nah, let me go deep into it.
Okay, let's go.
So it started out with like first manager ever.
Yeah.
I met them when I was like 19.
Okay.
Like I hadn't worked with anyone else in the industry up until this point.
Okay.
And I really just wanted to get my foot in the door. Mm-hmm. It started out when like I'm to my knowledge, everything is good up until like the Bin Hima situation.
Because that exploded.
That
I'm sure
went crazy. #1 on SoundCloud.
So you fired him after that?
I fired him this year, recently.
Okay,
like,
so this is after
relatively recently.
Love it. Let's talk about it. Think about it.
Okay, so everything was good up until the Bin Hima situation, to my knowledge.
Yep.
And then that happened, we got calls from every single major label you can think of.
And that leads to
like
my
name
next
one,
question.
yes.
Yes.
From their CEO.
Absolutely. Let's lead into it then. Let's kind of so you had I believe I think 5 or 6 months ago, maybe 4, you had $1 million offer on the table. It kind of fell through.
1.6.
Talk to me. Let's go.
So that was the road he kind of guided me down, being like, this was the best option at the time.
So just to clarify, your first manager guided you to a $1.6 million offer?
Yeah, and so up until this point, I'm like, yo, he's
gravy.
This guy's
the GOAT. Hey,
guy,
anyone who brings me 1.6.
But it was like a new independent American label.
Do we want to say
I'm
the
not
label?
gonna say the name for business sake.
Yeah.
But
1.6 is a lot.
1.6 million, and bro,
that's hard to recover.
For me, like
that's a life change.
Yeah.
Bro, it wasn't even offered to me, and I'm thinking about it.
That changes my family's life, like type shit.
Your kids almost.
Literally. So that was the I knew the other labels had showed somewhat of an interest. I didn't know to which.
Got you, but that was the one you guys chose to go.
But this was the one that he told me had showed an offer, and like this was the price, and like he was like, this is the way to go. Trust me.
So you flew out to Miami.
I'm not gonna lie, if it had went through, I have no doubt that it would have been successful and the right opportunity, because it was an independent label. I would have owned my masters.
Okay,
like,
that's big.
It was only for 2 projects. So like $1.6 million.
$750,000 a project.
I already have the projects done, fam. Like,
what happened?
Raps.
What happened?
He wanted to keep control of what they did in Canada, just Canada in general.
Yeah. That's your manager saying that, or is that okay? Got you.
And he wouldn't get my lawyer involved. He wanted to kind of like control the deal himself.
Yeah.
And then
a little bit risque there already. So you always want to have your lawyer.
I didn't know about this at the time.
I
was just like,
kid,
you guys are negotiating. This is my first time ever dealing with something like this. Like, you guys negotiate. Go get me the best shit you can.
Got you.
He tried to negotiate the whole shit himself.
Yeah.
And since he wouldn't budge on Canada, they ended up pulling out. And because he went down that road, I didn't know that.
So you didn't have enough hands-on on the deal.
I didn't know all these other people were interested, and because he went down that road, he kind of burned those ties. And
that's what it is.
That's what happened, and I found out later through my lawyer that that's what happened, and there was 9 other major label offers.
Did you ever think about, after hearing all that? Yeah, go ahead.
9.
That's a lot. That's what
major label offers on the table.
That's what I'm saying.
So to that size or more.
Did you circle back?
I didn't know about them at the time.
But when you found out is what I'm saying.
It was months later.
So then everybody's moved on.
And I had already gained word from like the major labels that, we think you're cool. We want to see you.
Yeah, okay.
We want to see you do that again, and then we'll
absolutely.
We'll
so my question to you is, since you've had that huge
as a business, I completely understand.
Yeah, your first manager fucked you. Fire that guy. You didn't appreciate you. That's crazy.
That wasn't even why I fired him. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. It wasn't until the Junos came around. My first Juno nomination ever. I wanted to bring as much of my Thank you.
That's big, but go on.
I wanted to bring as much of my family as I could out. And I asked, so the way the Junos works is like 80 awards on one day, and it's the Saturday, and like 8 awards on the next day, and that's the Monday. So I asked them like a month beforehand when I was booking all the tickets and shit. I was like, yo, which day is my shit going to be on? Like, I need to know, because I'm buying.
Yeah.
I'm bringing my whole family.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he was like, it's going to be on the Monday. I'm like, you're sure?
Fuck this shit up.
You're sure?
Jesus Christ.
Like, positive. He's like I was like, I need to know.
This is a big moment for your career.
And he's like, yeah, I'm positive. I booked 20 tickets.
Yeah.
Just the Juno
20
tickets. Just the Juno tickets alone were like 4 bands.
You're talking $4,000 a seat?
No, not a seat.
$4,000 in total.
Like, it was like 120 or 180 bucks. Like.
Okay, but divided by 20, absolutely. I mean, or times 20, it's a lot. Got you.
And that's just the tickets, let alone flights, hotels, all that shit. So like, I plan for all my family to come out for that day. A day, 2 days, maybe 3 days before the Junos.
Yeah.
I got a call from him being like, hey, so they moved which day your thing's gonna be on. And for a second, I was pissed at I almost called the Junos out on my store. Thank God I didn't do that. I'm like I was pissed. I was like, yo, like how unorganized are you? Like I did all this shit for my family. Little did I know, I asked a couple other people's managers. They knew from time. Like before I asked what the schedule was. Because it's gonna be on TV. They have to know beforehand.
Absolutely.
They have to plan around everything. So yeah, it was that.
That was the breaking point for sure. Because that's
I'm at
that's
the Junos,
sentimental.
I'm getting I didn't win, but I get nominated. Like
Absolutely. No, it's
my family's not there to experience that with me, and they were supposed to be, and they I missed that first opportunity because basically to summarize the experience of why I fired him as a manager was because he would just say everything's all good and everything wouldn't be all good.
Absolutely. I hear that, but my question to you, following all of that information, because it's like you running down the field with no defenders and you're about to score the biggest touchdown of your life, and then it fumbles in the sense of because of management. Did that affect your confidence as an artist moving forward?
It's not even like that. It's like I have a clear path to the field goal, and one of my own teammates tackles me.
Agreed. So, yo, they say that it'd be your own motherfucking people. So my question to you is just like going forward is like, fuck, I was almost there at the top of the mountain and now I gotta climb up again to get to it. How does that affect your psyche as an artist? And do you fiend or yearn to create that song and big boom you send through the Spotify shockwaves, if you will, with that song being him? Like, do you think like I want to make that next song again?
Oh, 100% and bigger. But to be honest, for a second, it did fuck me up because I had like a lot of people close to me at the time telling me like,
"You're up.
This is your one. This is your one shot, bro. Like this is your chance. This is the one chance you have. Like this is everything." 100%. And then when it doesn't happen, I'm like, "Fuck." Yeah. That was.
You were right there.
I was right there. I was so close.
$1 million.
I was so close.
I'd give it to you if I had it. That feel effect.
But
goddamn.
Like it ended up turning into motivation, knowing that I have to, I will do it again, and I will do it bigger, better, even like more than that.
So looking forward into 2024, what do you have set up to follow that kind of tactic and speech you just gave? Like, how do you see yourself moving around in 2024 to reach that pinnacle again?
So I took a break from the content for a while because like I wasn't fucking with social media. But like I'm getting back on that. I know what to do, and so I'm going to continue that until it snowballs again. And I'm gonna drop at a consistent rate, and I have
pause you right there. I like that, and I love that. And when any artist comes in here and says that, I'm gonna hold them to it. So we are going into the new year. You're gonna look at that camera and tell your fans how many songs you're gonna drop in the next 6 months. I'll hold you to it. 6 months. How many think you drop for you with videos? Because I love songs with audio, but with videos, how many songs can you pop?
With
videos in the
fuck videos because I'm not very good at videos. I don't have too many videos.
I got you.
So I can't make a promise on that.
I'll let John Pratt.
But with audios, at least 24 songs.
So that's 12 songs every 3 months, people. So we're holding it to that. I appreciate it. I will clip this. My producer will clip this, and I'm gonna send it to you. So 24 songs in the next 6 months, and let's say how many? Five videos.
In 6?
In 6 months.
Oh, 6.
Yeah. And this is a promise to your fans, you know, not to me, you know. Like I fuck with a lot. You were playing your unreleased in the back. Holy shit, variety up the wazoo. So we got a lot coming. I just want to know how much can you promise them?
Okay, in 6 months, 12.
12. Nigga, that's 6. That's 3 a month. Okay,
2 months.
Is that my math is shit?
Yeah.
So John.
12 divided by 2 is 6. 6.
We're gonna put some funny ass shit in this. What's your plan to? Yeah, bring it on. Yeah, this is all natural, baby. Come on. So I tell my girls hips.
Yeah.
You know.
Thanks, Luke.
Thanks, Luke. Ah! So you seem like you have a very good head on your shoulders. So my question to you is, what's your plan for 2024 to get back where you need to be? Let's call it that.
Definitely gonna get back onto my content shit.
Two songs a month, maybe with one video. That's enough. I like that. Okay.
Two songs a month, maybe with one video.
Every month. As long as you see, because I see your content. You're original. You're very out there on your story. You're willing to interact with your fans. You have it all. I just think they need to see you more. And shout out Sava. I know Sava shot a couple of your videos, and hopefully you get him on board for the next few or whatever.
Yeah,
but,
he did my video for On and On.
Yes. That's Sean Cali, eh?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's when I was living with him.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Small world.
On his couch.
Yo, that's how it is. You hear that?
Yeah.
That's how the grind starts, you know? So, consistency with the music, some music videos. For you, I want to know, how do you think your recent songs are performing compared to your earlier works? Do you feel pressure? What's in your head when you're dropping releases now as opposed to back in the day? How do you approach it?
You know, this is a good question because I feel horrible about what I'm dropping right now compared to my earlier works. But then I also have to look at the median and not look at the ones that went crazy viral versus the ones that are at the bottom of the barrel.
Preaching to the choir. Like, I did a 30,000 view interview just for speaking. Is pretty good. It's not on the same Richter scale as music. You blow me out of the water, a lot of aspects. But sometimes they'll go out of the water, do 30,000, posted by Drake, everything. Then I'll drop an interview, do like 300-400. You know, like, you just gotta keep focused.
You look at that and you think like, oh, now that's what I have to do every time.
Yeah.
But like, you don't understand that shit goes in waves. And like, it'll come down and then it'll go up even bigger, and then it'll come down even lower and it'll go up even bigger. So like, you have to like look at the median.
Agreed. So the last 4 months, or let's say last half year, how have you stayed focused, and what you're looking at the median? And you said if you felt horrible about your last releases, speak on that. And how do you get out of that slump? Because what you just played me, that Rockstar shit, you got a video on that?
That's out.
Bro, just have a video though. That's I'm gonna get on you that. You look at the major labels and a song without a video, it's kind of hard. It's tough. It's tough.
You think so?
Everything's dropped in the States with a video. Name one, unless you're part of that top 4 or 5, I agree with you. Drake can put some audio out. Taylor Swift can put some audio out.
I don't think so.
Tell me the last audio song that came out in the States with no video that did well.
Think about any TikTok song.
Who?
Any TikTok
song. Okay, yeah, you
like.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
At least half of those don't have a video, and
because you have creators using the song again and making what?
Content.
Videos.
You
trying to get it wrong. All I'm saying, that Rockstar, put a video to that. You get, not my girls taking in the video, but this guy is a Yalis. You should have seen in the back room, But if you put that Rockstar shit and you have like 50 years, bro, that's viral. But it's very hard for your fans to envision what you would see, obviously. But that shit you played out, bro, my personal opinion, you put a video to that, people, and you're a very visual artist. I've seen your videos; they're clever. I just think if you, shout out John on that noise, but I just feel like if you hold in on that more, I think you'll see a rapid rise to where you were. I could be wrong. I'm just a little light-skinned nigga from Ottawa, but
100% agree.
Yeah.
But like I said, I signed that licensing deal. And let me break down what a licensing deal is. It is basically halfway between like being signed and having a distribution deal. So like, they license the music, they help you put it out, they help you pay for making the music. That's it.
It's kind of like a United Masters, correct?
I don't know how United Masters work, but like, they like help me pay for producer fees, and they
so let me
put it
talk
out for me.
this is
but
great.
other than that, promo, marketing, all that other shit.
Since you moved
that's
to
me.
since you moved to completely independent, has it been more of a burden on your shoulders to try and move?
I'm not even completely. I have one more project with them.
Okay.
But
okay. When is that coming out? Talk to me.
January, February.
Let's say January.
When that drops,
You're free.
you guys,
Talk to him. Talk to that shit.
Watch the difference. Watch.
Jeez.
Watch.
Talk to him.
Watch. Because I've been telling them. They're probably not going to watch this. I've been telling them.
Yeah. We do a couple views. Just a couple.
I know what I'm doing. Listen to me, please. They won't listen. Watch. When I go indie, my nigga.
watch.
Shout out my boy Bula. Okay. I like the confidence, and honestly, I think that's what it takes to be a music artist in the industry these days. So let me follow up with this. Do you think for younger artists looking at home, I feel like I have a good grasp on the game. Do you think it's more important to be more successful on Spotify or YouTube as an artist these days? No, I did a little thing there, didn't I?
That's a very good question.
And you're qualified to answer that because some artists, they're barely in the game. I've seen your numbers; they're pretty healthy on both sides. But what do you think is more pertinent to an artist's success?
Honestly, that is a very good question.
Take your time on it. We'll put the Jeopardy music. All good.
Okay, I really think it depends on if it's organic or not. Because like you can have streams inflated from playlists.
This is what I want to comment on. My next question is,
Let me finish this question.
Good question. My bad.
Chris, you're getting too excited, bro.
No, go ahead.
Like,
Yo, I need to take my Vyvanse. Fuck. God, you got any extras?
Okay. So yeah, it depends. It really depends on if it like which one's more organic, because you can have playlists in stream like views inflated from ads on YouTube and streams inflated from playlists on Spotify. But like if you have Spotify for artists, you get a breakdown and you get to see like the percentage of where your streams come from. Pardon?
Were you in your own Spotify rap this year?
Were
you in your own Spotify rap? Do you listen to yourself?
I actually wasn't, but I do listen to myself. Okay. The problem
that's interesting because I don't watch a lot of my interviews once I do them because like I did them, so I want to know, do you listen to songs when you put them out? Like
the reason I wasn't is because when I put songs out, I don't listen to them. I listen when they're unreleased.
I hear you on that.
I listen when they're unreleased, and I'm like, okay, where can we make this
better?
Yeah,
because once they're out, they're out.
Once they're out, I do not listen to a song. I forget about them.
Absolutely. I hear you on that. No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Like Spotify for artists, like they put out where your where your
demographic is.
So like you can pay for ads on YouTube and have that shit play in front of every single video.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
And then the views will be high.
But it's also because I know what you're saying there. But you pay for the ads. It's like, okay, how long did the listener look at the ad for?
Like this is my biggest song. Look at where
Is this Ben Hima?
Yeah.
Listeners' old playlist and library. Okay. Other listeners' playlists.
Say the numbers.
Okay. I didn't know if I was being polite. Okay, let's say your profile and catalog in the last 28 days. 65,000 views, very good. That's healthy, especially as I said, almost independent. Your profile and catalog was added to 3% of Spotify listeners, which I think is a lot because Spotify has over like 1 billion users. Listeners' own playlist and library, almost 70%. No, talk your shit here. Other listeners' playlist, 6%. Spotify algorithm playlist, so 10% of playlists added you. So I'm assuming that's well over 1,000 for that song. Oh, this is interesting. But United States 33, Canada 12,000. How do you and your team take this information and use it to your advantage?
They don't.
I love that. That's honesty. So you think you'd be better you think it's time for a manager?
Yes, but I also think it's time for me to work with someone in the States. Canada has a ceiling.
I absolutely agree.
Canada has a ceiling.
You build smoke and then you go over. Absolutely.
And unless you hit that ceiling and go to the next, Go to the States?
Yo,
What are you saying, Crow?
yo, shout out Hoodlum for coming through.
Yeah.
You're out?
Let me get a. Which one is the way?
Bro, fam, they're both water.
Yo, there's no more. Yo, go see Yusuf. Go see Yusuf. He got you. Yo,
What?
people
You
are.
guys doing this? Yo, they're doing it for the internet.
I already spoke on that.
Yo, Yusuf gonna take care of you. I love that. That was good. So as you see, you come to the Capital Culture Podcast. Yo, we get busy all night. We got a good time going in the green room right now. But back to it. Fucking.
I wanted to speak on the playlist thing.
Yeah. So talk to me about it.
A lot of people have 80% Spotify playlists is where the streams come from. And that's what gets you bare monthly listeners. Mine is like 6%.
So my question to you, I
And
want to
you-
wrap back to you, is for a younger artist watching you, you look at them and say, you need to. Would you tell them to?
Don't look at monthly listeners, look at followers.
Okay.
And on YouTube, don't look at views, look at subscribers.
Yeah. What's up?
What happened to the sponsorship of these bottles?
Yo, we dusted them.
Only getting two of them? What the fuck?
Oh, yo, it's actually Bash's fault because he was supposed to send the case and he was late.
What the fuck?
Yo, Yusuf, get this guy some fucking
Niggas is sober
Jägermeister.
in this motherfucker.
I think we need some fucking juice.
Get him some juice.
Man, like,
You fucking saying, dog. What?
Yo, get him some juice, Luke. For fuck's sakes. God damn.
like this shit like tap into a real nigga.
Yeah, man.
I love that shit. Okay, yo. So I want to kind of hone in on. We were just talking about this. You said it's important to get across the border in the States. So how do you plan to tackle that yourself? Do you go and look for a manager in Miami, LA, New York? What do you think the next moves are for you acquiring a manager?
I mean, granted, you got to think like a business person too, not just like an artist. So like, I had a song do very well and shit slowed down.
Yeah.
So people aren't going to. Like speaking as a business person, regardless of how good the music is, people aren't going to pay no mind to it until you have that ball rolling again. You know what I'm saying?
Word to my manager,
And-
he says the same thing.
Like, I don't take it personally because like I have a business mindset as well. Like I know the reason you're doing that for, and I know how many artists there is, and I know how many are doing well, and I know how many are getting numbers. So like
Yeah.
I don't fucking blame you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know that I have to get that ball rolling again, and I know how to get that ball rolling again, and I will get that ball rolling
You
again.
think you've been lazy?
I don't think it's really been. Yes, I tell myself I've been lazy, but at the same time, I've been through a lot of life shit in the past year and a half,
You want
like
to talk
2
about
years.
breakup, girls, father, mother, grades?
All the above, except for grades, because I don't
So
go
girls,
to school.
it was a girl.
Well, there's a girl. There's family stuff. There's like I've been moving around. Like the business shit I told you about.
Absolutely.
Like
That's a huge hit, dude. I would just be honest, as an adult, I'm much, I wouldn't say much older than you, but like that would affect me as if I was in my mid-20s or just hitting my 23, 24. I don't know how old you are, but I'm just like, that would fuck me up. Because it's like, I remember there was, I know you're pretty familiar with music. Remember Mac and Cheese 3 by French Montana? There was an interlude and he's like, would you rather have it all and lose it or never have it at all? And it's like, I feel like that story you just told me is just like, it was on the table and you've worked so hard to get to that 6-7 million views on Spotify off that music, off that song. To recover and to keep it going and to just have such a methodical way of speaking on how the entirety of the situation is now, how you just laid it out, it takes a lot to be that efficient in the thinking as a young man. So I big you up for that.
Thank you first and foremost. But
Appreciate you.
cheers.
Cheers, yo.
Yeah,
It was a good night, nigga. You had it popping in the bag earlier. Let's go.
the way I see it is like that shit was bound to happen, whether it had been after I signed and I at the top of the world, and then I realized people were fucking me over for millions of dollars, or it be at the start of my career and like realize people were fucking me over for tens of thousands of dollars. Like,
Absolutely.
like at least now I know how people move and how I have to move going forward, and I know what to do. So like, I know I'm gonna get it regardless. I like it doesn't matter when. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing. When I close my eyes, there's nothing else I see.
Is there a time frame in your mind to be like, okay, I'm gonna roll independent for a year and then I'm gonna approach that door again, or is it just like I'm gonna wait for the phone to ring?
Yeah, I think for the majority of 2024, I want to be independent, just because there's so much music I'm sitting on, and that I want to get out. And I know the only way I'm signing is to a major in the States. So
What's your number for the people? They're gonna watch this.
Well,
What's your number?
the last one was 1.6.
So would you say 2.25?
I need that at least
Yeah.
3 times it, 6 times it, or 9 times it.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
It's not. I
It's
know
not.
more.
I hear you.
But
That's good.
like, I think for the majority of 2024, I want to be independent because there's so much music I'm sitting on that I've made in the last 2, 3, 5 years that I want to get out, that I know, like, after, like, now knowing how labels work, I know they're not going to let me release it because it's, like, experimental and yada, yada, yada. But I don't care. I think, like, my people, like, you people will fuck with it. So I want to release it.
Yeah.
And so I think I'm going to take 2024 to, like,
Really go after
really just give back to the people that have gotten me to this point.
Absolutely.
And then
Does that maybe involve a tour? Maybe like a Canadian tour, or like I know you like to perform. I know you did Rolling Loud, right, in Toronto?
yeah, that was amazing. That's a whole separate conversation. but-
Absolutely. That was probably one of your biggest shows, though, right? I'm assuming. How many in terms of attendance?
yeah. No.
Talk to me.
Second. Maybe second, third.
Wow.
But, yeah, like you guys have blessed me over the last 3 to 5 years. So like I really just want to take 2024 to just give back to all the music that I've snippeted and all that shit.
And you're pretty fair with your fans. You throw up on your stories, what do you guys want to hear next? Like da 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 da. Like I feel that's not a lot of us do that. So I feel like you are very close with the close knit fans you do have.
Yeah,
Like
well,
nurture
like,
them and grow them.
I mean, I make fucking what, like I showed you demos. I make whatever. I don't know what to drop. So
I feel like you need management. I feel like you like because like I feel you're very creative. I have ADHD. For me, when I started my business, as John knows, is like I realized very quickly I'm the talent and not a manager of the business. So I quickly realized that, and I hired people around me for the areas I thought I was weak, and I think it was the best thing for me. So for you, I see this creative being, especially after all the shit we played in the green room shit. That had me bopping. I can't dance good. You saw that. But I feel like if you get the right, not even a big one, 2 or 3 people just to bounce some ideas off.
yeah,
I think you're there.
I'm restructuring the team like this year as well.
Absolutely.
Not like restructuring, but like just like
Autobots assemble. I hear you.
like building like back from the ground up, because like I definitely do need a team around me. Like you said, I like the past year or year and a half, I booked all my own shows. Like I've done all my content. I've done like I've even done some of my own cover art. Like I'm doing as much as I can to keep the momentum, but with a team around me.
You need to do better. You know that? Going
Yeah.
into 2024.
I know I need to do better.
In the sense of like, no, that's not a knock. It's like I can hear it in your tone. You're like, okay, I gotta get going. Like even like John will tell you, my team's on my ass. And like even when I think I'm doing good, I get on a team call once a week. I'm like, yo, I'm doing an 8 out of 10. They're like, nigga, you 6.6. You pull it up. You know what I mean? So like I hear it. You know, and it's like self-awareness is probably one of the biggest attributes you can have, and especially in a world of delusion. Ooh, I've been drinking a little bit, but I did something with that comment. But I feel like if you have self-awareness, you can always realize when you're slipping up a bit or when you need to pick it up. So with that, I got 3 more questions for you.
By the way,
We have a second segment, so don't worry.
Okay.
My question to you is, since we've done a lot of analysis on where you are, where you want to be, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
in 5 years,
You could say 3.
in 3 years, okay,
Yeah,
in
we'll
3
say 3.
years, I'm definitely probably gonna get a haircut.
This is sick. I love this shit.
That's definitely
Okay.
like you know.
A lot of ways you can
I
take
had the
that
curls
question.
out for a minute. Now the locks are coming in. I think I'm gonna shave my head in like 2025.
Kind of look like Jesus, a little light-skinned Jesus.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, if they make a live action Tarzan,
Call me, nigga.
call the yo, my nigga. I got chest hair, fam. Call me, fam. Yo, Disney, bro. Disney. Call me. You making a live action Tarzan? Call me, brother. I'm there. I got you, bro.
A little darker question on this, because you do seem very positive when you talk, and we have exchanges in the green room, this, that, and the third. Has there ever been any dark moments, and you ever thought about quitting?
Yeah, there has been moments I thought about quitting. To be honest, like I'm right, there's probably been about 3
Real dark, yeah, okay.
3 moments in my life where I was like, maybe this isn't.
This isn't for me.
Yeah.
I like how you pinpointed that. That's crazy. I want to hear these 3 moments, but you know it's happened when you can pinpoint them that quick. Break us down to the first one. You don't give us all 3. You can just give us 2, but talk to me about it. I want to hear you. I'm shutting up.
So the first one was I like back in like the end of high school, I used to do competitive track and field, and I went to OFSA for the 200 meter.
Nigga, you ain't that quick. No, I'm just kidding.
Race me right now. I swear to God.
Ooh, B-roll. Okay.
And like I was in like a track club, and like I went to nationals in Quebec, and it was around the time that like I just started like really making music, and I was at the track meet the whole day. All I could think about was making music. I didn't give a fuck about my race at all. Like
It's telling when you have 2 passion projects on the plate and you just think about one. It's very easy.
Like I literally have no memory of actually running. I remember a little bit of getting in line. I remember being at the hotel or Airbnb we stayed at in Montreal.
Airbnb for OFSA, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But no, this wasn't OFSA. This was like a part of the track meet.
Gotcha.
The club. But I remember coming back like that night after the meet.
Yeah.
Going back to the thing, and like it was kind of that moment that I decided, I was like, yeah, music is what I'm going. I was like,
Because you thought it could be running at one point.
I was like 16, 17. I didn't know what it was gonna be, but I know I could get some like sponsorship or
really off the rip. You thought you could do something.
Whatever what do they call it in
brand deals?
No, for school.
Scholarship.
Yeah.
You know, scholarship for rapping, nigga.
Like I could have got a scholarship for like.
You really think so?
I was quick.
1, 2, 3, go. I see. I would have beat you. I would have
given you a head start. And so but I didn't know what I would go to school for. And like music was like at the time like really like my only passion. So like I was like after that race I was like, yeah, no, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I remember going back to the thing and like getting like hella anxiety just thinking about how hard it was going to be to become an artist.
Okay, we have some
like,
artists in the room right now that are starting off, so this would be good.
Like thinking about like just like where I want to be and like how difficult it would be to get to that level, and just being like, fuck, like do I actually want to attempt that? And I remember being like, I was like like 16 years old on the verge of tears, like being like, fuck. Like,
yeah. But you couldn't run fast, so you know that. So
I was quick. I was fucking quick. I swear to God. I
Fast as fuck,
I was
boy.
I'm short, so I'm not the quickest, but I was quick. But like I remember being like, nah, I'm gonna do it. And then
did you have any supporters? Were your mom, family, or did someone like say? Maybe
my dad was pretty supportive at the time.
Got you.
My mom not so much. She wanted me to go to school and like
killing the vibe,
use my talents to get a scholarship. No blame on her. Like
mom just wants
now being an adult and seeing how the world works, I'm like, oh shit.
I understand why you want me to. Like this shit cold out here, baby girl. I hear you.
But I'm glad I didn't go to school. I'm glad
You finished high school?
I finished high school. I failed music and I failed gym.
Makes sense. No, I'm just kidding. No, this guy's lit. But no, okay, fair. Gym? Nigga tell me you finished gym and you can't run?
I just didn't go to class. I didn't go to class.
Smoke weed?
Yeah, I was just grade 12. I was just on bullshit.
I hear you. It's my girl, Jay.
But where were we?
I'm talking about how you were decent at you failed gym. That's crazy. But did not for going.
I went to OFSA and failed gym.
It's crazy. Funny enough, it's random as fuck. I had a dream like 3 weeks ago, and I woke up and I failed gym class, and I was like, "How? Nigga, I'm fast as fuck, boy." But I woke up, I was like, like I was fucking.
Oh yeah, okay. So the times that I felt like, so that was the first time.
Yeah, first time.
The second time was after the deal fell through.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And,
that fucks me up. I can't imagine 1-6 on the table and your manager fucked it up.
Bare people.
I want to beat him up.
Like my lawyer telling me like, yeah. Oh, what's up, puppy?
What is going on? Yo, we got all the interruptions today, but we love it. Go on. Squirrel. 82 ADHD kids. Huh? Oh, I hope you got that on camera. Oh, Sava's gonna kill us.
Yo, that was like a big explosion.
Oh, I love that. What's up, baby girl, JL? Come on. Yo,
no, bro, no more. You're gonna swallow that shit, fam.
It's in his hair.
Bro, get out of here, bro. Stop. Put it down.
All right, so we have another segment, and that's why I got to cut it a little short. You've been amazing, and I feel like a lot of kids watching this will gather a lot from it, and just any artists for that matter. But is there a last message you want to say into the camera over there for your fans? What can they expect? Is there a direct message you want to talk to them? If so, say it. I'll sign us out. We'll see you in the next segment. Floor is yours.
Are we gonna have one of these in the second segment?
Yeah, no. We're not. I won't give you a message in the second segment. So if you have to say something to them, now's the time. Gosh,
I didn't even finish the thing I was saying though. I'll finish it in 30 seconds.
Rappers are so difficult.
I'll finish it in 30 seconds.
Go ahead. You have a 30-second finish, and then
okay. So the first one was when I first started, being 16.
Yeah, but when the deal happened.
Track and field.
Yeah, deal.
Second one was when the deal happened.
Third.
The third one, I swear to God, is right now.
You almost thought about quitting recently.
Just because, it's been like...
And this is someone with 7 million streams off a song and extremely successful, so people looking
I won
to
a
do
Juno last year, or not, I didn't win a Juno.
You nominated a
Juno last year. And I had like 6.5 million streams this year, but...
It's crazy, eh? I'm looking at a young artist in the room right now, and it's a big hill.
Last year, just looking what I did last year, and it wasn't right now. It was like a month ago.
I understand what you're saying, but to be so honest, I love it.
I know I was tripping because I was like, I only dropped like 2-3 songs this year, and
that's not enough.
That's not enough at all.
Yeah, that's low, nigga.
Like one video, and it wasn't even my video. It was a feature.
You need some girls on the side of the court to help you go hard, dog.
I had a lot of life shit to deal with this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like I was at a point where I was like fuck, like I've been at this for like almost 10 years, and
so you're 25, I'm assuming?
23.
But you said you got serious at 16, 15, right? So
I started recording when I was 14.
Okay.
I started
I'll give it to you.
Writing
that's 10 years, I got it.
when I was like 6.
Jesus Christ. It's hard to stay motivated.
not even, I'm motivated, but the inspiration. Cause like, I've wrote about I've made like 500 songs. And I've wrote about
That's a lot.
300 things.
Yeah.
And like just being at this point, like, and not something new happening.
So let's talk about it. I want to wrap this quickly, but I will say this. For me, this is what I do. And maybe you can get a little advice off this. So I hold myself to a criteria, and I talked to my manager, John, about this. And I met with my manager, not manager, so it's my producer, lead producer of the team, we'll say, of Capital Culture. I remember about 18 months ago, I sat with him. I was like, yo, like, I promise you, like, if you stay with me, I promise you every 6 months something will occur and will keep us going. So for me, if as a content producer, if something doesn't happen every 6 months that is substantial. So let me give you an example. Last September, OVO 40 followed me. Then I got posted on Drake's page. Fast forward, I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen now? 6 months to April. Then I interviewed Payroll Giovanni, Detroit legend. I did an interview with Boondock, 30,000 views. 6 months ago, I did one, 30,000 views with Mula. So for me, in my head as a content producer, every 6 months, I'm like, okay, what's happening? And if the 6 months happened and like nothing has happened of significance, so what was my 6 months a few months ago? DJ Academics just called me out, said da 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 da. So it's just like for me, like I always need to have sticks. If I don't have a, you know, pretty girl talked to me this month, prettier girl talked to me the next month. You know what I mean? You put it across the world, you know what I mean? But like that for me, like I want to always see progression, and like, and it's scary because especially as an independent, you're like, okay, what's gonna happen? Like I go 6 months and nothing happens. Now since I've started, I haven't had that gap where nothing's happened, so I haven't had that sit down like, okay, you got to change something up or something's happening wrong, you know? So
you gotta be ready for it mentally, cause like, no matter how, unless you're the luckiest person in the world, it will happen.
I hear you.
So you just have to like be mentally prepared and know that that is a part of everyone's growth. And
Everybody else has different growth too.
when that time comes, that's the time not for you to sit around and be like, fuck, but for you to lock in and double down. Like,
Keep the coal on the fire.
If nothing's happening, book more interviews.
Absolutely.
Double down, book more interviews. So when the time comes, you're ready.
So with that, I need you to deliver your message to your fans, and we gotta sign off. My producer is like, yo, Chris.
Okay. If you have been in one of my Instagram lives, you already know this, but life is a spectrum. If you are feeling positive, appreciate that. Learn from it, because shit doesn't last forever. There's always ups and downs. But if you're feeling negative, I know you might not appreciate it, but you can still learn from it. So just know that shit doesn't last forever. There's always ups and downs, and in the end, it all will balance out. I swear to God, for every single person.
DomVallie, BroadcastWheeler. First segment. We'll see you in the next one. Appreciate you joining us. We'll see you in the next one. Look at me, got his fucking Apple Watch on.